SundayStockTalk.com for a completely free newsletter which gets sent right into your email newsletter. So make sure to go to Sunday Stock Talk and sign up for this completely free newsletter which I send out every single week. In this video, let's go over the stocks that I'm watching for this week. Now, straight off the back, we do have a lot of earnings happening this week. We have earnings season starting up. This week we have the banks, airlines, and on Wednesday we have two huge companies reporting earnings, Tesla and Netflix. And I'm also watching Tesla for a play for this week for a call option. So Netflix and Tesla, two big earnings, and then next week we have even more earnings that are happening. So this is going to affect the market in a huge way, profit-wise, revenue-wise, as well as what the CEO has to say in the earnings call. So that is going to cause a lot of volatility. On top of that, on Thursday, we do have Fed Chair Powell speaking. So he's going to be talking about the economy, interest rates, and all of that in general, his projections. And this is going to be huge, and the market always reacts to what he has to say. So on Thursday, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, expect some volatility. Then the first play that I'm watching is DraftKings, and I actually already entered in a call option play which I alerted on Twitter. So I entered in a call position, October 27th expiration, and we're taking a look at DraftKings where we have this nice symmetrical triangle. This looks just like the setup on Meta, which was on our the week before's watch list. So we had a setup on Meta with a nice symmetrical triangle, and it broke out last week. It had an incredible run. It hit the price target right at the level of resistance, and we're taking a look at DraftKings, and we have a similar setup. Price target being our level of resistance at 32.60 cents, and next at $34.40. So these are our two price targets that I am taking a look at for DraftKings. Our stop loss is going to be the close below of this level of support. So if we close below, that is going to be indicating a bearish psychological play. So that is going to be our stop loss. Now this can also be a play to the downside. So if the market decides to go to the downside, and if we don't get a bounce tomorrow during the first couple minutes at market open, if we don't get a bounce and we actually get some red candles, this could also be a nice put play to the downside, but it has to close below the level of support for it to be bearish on the daily time frame. So I am in calls. I want to see the bounce, and my next play is Tesla, which looks just like DraftKings and just like Meta. So both of these two plays are looking exactly the same, very, very similar. Now the cool thing about Tesla is that they actually have earnings this week. So as we went over on our watch list on SundayStockTalk.com, Tesla has earnings on Wednesday after market close. So I want to grab in calls right at market open, weekly calls, Friday expiration calls for Tesla, and then sell before Wednesday market close. So we have Tesla earnings. Tesla's going to report their earnings, profits, all of that on Wednesday. So I think we can see a expectation or a market run up in anticipation for the Tesla earnings. So I want to grab calls right at market open. Obviously have the stop loss below close. That's going to be a higher risk, higher play, but the psychology on it is just insane, especially since Tesla is a more of a blue chip stock. So there's going to be a lot of eyes on Tesla stock. The next play we have is AMD. So I'm already in AMD, and this is actually a couple week swing play. So Tesla and DraftKings, they were kind of like weekly swings. We want to play the breakout, we want to play the bounce, but with AMD, I did enter in AMD. So I'm taking a look at my Twitter. I got in a 10/27/106 call at 5.05, but we're taking a look at AMD and we're taking a look at history. We have these plays where we have these downtrends, and AMD breaks out and has a nice, incredible run. Now it did come back down a little bit over here, but as long as if we are above this level of resistance, we are bullish. We can previously see that we come a little bit back down to test the level, so I want to enter in potentially another call. Now AMD also has earnings coming up. You know, the whole market is going to be having earnings, especially next week and the next week after that, because of the earnings season. So just sell before earnings, and I think we can really see that expectation and that anticipation to the earnings. So AMD looks good, monthly swing, couple of weeks, a little bit more time on AMD. Unlike DraftKings and Tesla, where we're playing the bounce. Okay, it is a short-term play, couple days. We're gonna see our profits in couple days. Tesla, but AMD is going to be a couple day or couple of week swing. So these are the 3 stocks that I am watching for this week. Now let's go over SPY and let's go over QQQ, which is the overall market ETF. So we're taking a look at SPY. Looking pretty good. We bounced off. As long as if we are holding this level of support, we are looking good. We hit this. We filled the gap. We had this gap, which we filled, and it came back down, and we're pretty much kind of just chilling right here for the SPY. So we have this support right here on for SPY. We're just kind of holding this level of support, but pretty much it is looking good as long as if we hold this level of support. QQQ looks even more interesting because we hit the level of resistance. We hit the level of resistance for QQQ, and now we're getting extremely tight. And now we have tech earnings and all of this catalyst. We have a huge potential setup. QQQ is getting extremely tight, and we are potentially setting up for a massive breakout. Look at how tight we are getting. This is going to be a huge play for tech. So stocks like Tesla, AMD, and tech, all of that is going to be very interesting and are looking very bullish technical analysis wise. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go to sundaystocktalk.com, follow me, and subscribe with the notifications on so that you guys can get alerted, and see you guys later. Take care.